So I'm not really like the vlogger type or anything. However, coming to the Seattle Auto Show and I find this thing right here. We've got the new 2019 Ranger and they're actually letting people drive it. So give me a minute here and we'll get inside this thing.
She has a wristband as well?
Yeah, she's not going to be driving today.
Okay, so that's good.
Okay.
I'm going to be your co-driver and then she go right back to the
Okay.
The wristband is for drive.
You just go and pre-register.
Yeah.
Good. Do you want to drive one today?
You signed right in the tent over there, sir.
I did. I've never seen a setup here where Ford's actually letting people drive the Ranger.
This is the first time.
This is the first time that people...
First time, yeah.
Okay.
So this is the first event in the United States that we've been doing driving. Yeah.
Okay. How come you chose this one?
Well, we've been doing a lot of auto shows. So
right.
We have 3 different groups that are traveling all over the United States right now.
Okay.
And this one is our first stop on this group.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hop in.
Thank you.
Oh, you go in
So
the
I
back,
got in the back? Okay.
Right inside the 2019 Ranger now. It looks nice. What are your thoughts on this truck compared to the Chevy Colorado?
Well, it's, to be honest to you, I'm nothing about the Colorado.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So if I give you any information, I know a lot about this truck.
Sure.
But I don't know nothing. Left-hand side, you can.
Are we going straight?
Yeah, we go. No, we'll go over the ramp.
No,
so
no.
you go left. Yeah.
Okay, we're going left. Are there any cones here?
No, I think you're fine. Yeah.
It's a very comfortable very comfortable driving position.
Yeah, it is. I drove from Detroit to here, so I'd spend 4 days on the
Oh,
road,
wow.
go different states. So I went to, all the mountains, Montana, Idaho. So we have a great time.
So these didn't come out on a flatbed.
No, we drove. We took it from the factory last Saturday, and we start driving, and then we get here Wednesday. Yeah, it was good. This thing, it's was one of the first come out of the production line. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So we did a big launch in Detroit, and then we did one in Vegas. But now we're gonna be doing a lot of the auto shows. Not just auto shows, but this one, the first one stop. I'm gonna be here after here. I gotta to Lake Havasu.
In Arizona?
Arizona.
Yeah.
And then we gotta go to San Francisco. Then I gotta go back to Arizona. We go left over here. Yeah, Scottsdale, and then we're gonna go to Dallas and Houston. That's gonna be our last city. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel lucky that I just stumbled upon this. Being in the first show.
Yeah. You, to be honest to you, you are number 15 driver today. So you in the United States. Yeah. So.
No kidding. I almost feel like that's like a bit of a lottery ticket.
We got 700 people sign up, pre-sign for do a test drive with us this weekend. Yeah.
No kidding, huh? Well,
That is the day to go.
So how come Ford decided to give this vehicle less power than the Explorer? Because if I read correctly, it's 270 horsepower, right?
Right, and 310 pounds of torque. But depends what engine Explorer. We have all the engine Explorer has a lot of more horsepower than that.
So I saw the Explorer has the same 2.3 liter, right?
Right, that's the smaller engine than they have. Yeah. So, but we have the 2.7. We're gonna be make a right there. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, here. Oh, it feels nice.
Yeah, they have the nice torque. Yeah,
It does.
Pounds,
That's that turbocharged engine. I know.
Yeah, that's the EcoBoost. Yeah.
My dad has the F-150 3.5.
Oh, the 3.5 is nice.
It feels very similar to that.
Yeah.
Kind of with that immediate torque.
Yeah. And we're gonna be make a left over there on the blinking red one.
So what do you think of Seattle?
Seattle's good. I come over here so many times, you know.
Do you live in Michigan or?
No, I live in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's the opposite end of the country.
Exactly, yeah.
Going left here?
Yeah, go left and you're going to be middle is right, yeah.
What do you think of Seattle driving?
Right now, I don't have no complaint, you know. But you know, it's idiots everywhere, you know.
Well, I just mean it's so many people everywhere.
Yeah, it's a different. But I think it's so. I mean, it's to be honest to you, I worry more people and than the cars here, because we don't have a lot of space to go fast. You know, it's you got to ways. It's a lot of things going on. So always you got to be watchful. A lot of people and bicycles and. So we're gonna be making a right and stay on the right because we're gonna be doing on the right.
All these people coming here.
Yeah, it's always.
We have people that don't really bother looking to see if there's cars coming because they're just staring at their phone.
Especially this town, it's a lot of drugs in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's true.
Yeah,
I was
it
reading
is,
an article recently. Did you know that the shellfish in Puget Sound are starting to test positive for opioids?
Oh my god.
There's so many drugs in Seattle that
it is.
Yeah,
it
there's
is.
actually like detectable levels of like heroin in the shellfish.
Yeah. In this state over here, you can carry any type of drugs as long as it lasts than 1 ounces.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I find like Seattle PD is, as long as you're kind of minding your own business, everyone right here, it doesn't really bother you.
No, I know. It's it's just
which
like
I kind of appreciate.
Yeah. You can stay right on the right hand side. Sure.
So what is your involvement with the Ranger program?
I mean, my background is racing.
Wow.
I race all my life. I'm original from Brazil. I started racing when I was 9 years old, go-karts. I raced Formula Fords when I was 14. Then I started racing F3 in South America between Brazil and Argentina.
You raced in F3?
I raced F3, yeah.
Oh my God, wow.
And then then I went to England. I stayed 1 year in England, and I hate the weather. I hate everything there. And I say, I'm out of here. So I went to Barcelona and stayed 4 years in Barcelona.
Does the weather in Seattle remind you of the weather in England?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I bet.
And then I moved to United States in 1991. And I was a factory driver for BMW at the time.
Okay.
So I raced and I retired in 2010, race full time. But I starting in 1997, do a lot of driving school, driving academy. So I do TV commercials. So I do a bunch of stuff with cars. And then, so that's it. That's who I am. So I work. So they call me, say, Andre, we launched this new truck. Do you want to participate? I say, how many days? How many cities? They give it the schedule, and I agree or not agree, and then and that's it.
That's my
Yeah, so I do a lot of launch new cars, do a review with the media people, driving school, driving academy, work with the police department. So I do a bunch of stuff with cars.
I just got to really comment. That engine really feels nice.
No, it is.
Have you driven a current generation Tacoma?
No, the last Tacoma that I drove, I worked for them, and in 2014.
It feels horribly underpowered.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Which is interesting because this engine has similar horsepower specifications to the.
Go straight.
Oh, we're going straight.
Yeah.
Guess we're not.
And the top of the ramp we're gonna be making right.
Yeah, I think this engine has more torque than, and I'm just kind of going off memory here because this is all off the cuff since I didn't even expect to find this event today.
I think in class we are the best in the towing is 7,500 pounds.
Okay.
Best in payload and torque as well.
Yeah, it feels, even though, like I said, even though it's putting out similar horsepower numbers to the Tacoma, it just feels a lot punchier.
Yeah. And that's the same engine we use on the Mustangs as well.
Right.
Yeah.
But in the Mustang, it develops more power, right?
Yeah, because it's a little bit lighter as well. Yeah.
Going right here.
Yeah, we go right. Yeah. Yeah, I just did it with, in the beginning of the season, I did a tour with the 2.3 liter Mustangs, and I was impressed. In the beginning, I was like, oh, really? You know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have problems with the general idea of a turbocharged lower displacement engine,
Right.
but I mean, I think they're great.
No, they are great.
They're-
In Europe,
yeah.
if you go to Europe,
Yeah.
everything is more displacement turbo engines. Yeah.
I know I have a Volvo right now. It's a small displacement turbo engine, and I would never go back.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
yeah.
great.
Great, and fuel mileage is great. Yeah.
Especially when we get up in the mountains around here too. It's the turbo normalized
Yeah.
kind of helps maintain power at altitude.
Well, remember, the turbo engine love cold weather.
Right, it loves cold weather. It
Yeah.
loves lower pressure. Yeah, it's great.
And I don't love cold weather.
No,
No.
that's why you live in Fort Lauderdale.
Exactly right.
So is this the what version? What
The-
trim level are we in right now?
The XLT.
This is the XLT.
Yeah, so we have
Okay.
the XL, XLT, and the Lariat. Yeah. So this one's the middle one. Yeah.
It seems like is this looks like two-wheel drive, right? Or no, this is four-wheel drive.
This is a
right?
four-wheel
This
drive.
is four-
You on
this is
two-wheel
four.
drive right now.
Right.
Yeah, it's a too high, and then you can do on the fly, and you have to be below 65 miles an hour to do it.
What? I feel like you have all the basics covered in here. This is probably a sync display, right?
This one, yes, this is a Sync 3. That's the new Sync that we have on the Ford line. This is the XLT, but it has a lot of the equip. So this pretty much has it. The only thing you miss over here is the leather in the seats.
Right.
And a little bit more technology, and the display on the dash, it changes as well. But that's about it. So this is a very, it's almost a fully loaded XLT.
I got. And my dad has an F-150 Lariat, and it doesn't. I mean, aside from the leather, it doesn't feel that much different.
No,
inside.
they're not, yeah. And then you notice you see a lot of cars. All the car companies, the truck companies, it's bigger now. The Tacoma is bigger,
Sure.
the Colorado is bigger, and they change everything. So this compared with the old Ranger is way bigger. Yeah. And we're gonna be making a right here as well, and then we're gonna be making another right.
Making it right here.
Yep. And you stay right on the right hand side because we're gonna be staying on the right hand side of the ramp, and we're gonna be making a loop under the ramp.
This is like a proper test drive.
Yeah.
This isn't just like a hey, get in and look around.
That's why they hire me.
Now, what happens if I crash this thing on this?
Oh,
test
you
drive?
signed the paper, so
Okay.
so
Am I going here?
No, you go here and
Go here.
stay. Yeah,
Okay.
go straight. Yeah, keep going straight.
So if I crash this, I just kind of hop out and be like, oh, it
Hey,
wasn't me. Wasn't
I don't know
me.
what happened.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Thank God you got videos.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that video.
Oh my God.
My own video will be my damnation.
People ask me, Sandra, you have a YouTube or you have a Facebook? I say, listen, I have nothing. I
No?
never. When I was racing, I had a lady in the racing team. You go here, left, yeah. So I have a racing. She was the one. Andrea, you have Facebook? I say, I have a Facebook. Yeah, I did one for you. So she's the one that take all the picture and they play. And then Facebook back in the days when I was racing was up to 5,000 people. If you have 5,000 people, they take the max 5,000. So you got to go to another one. So I have two Facebook pages at the time.
To this day?
As soon as I retire and I call her, I say, I want you shut down every day. She say, what? I say, shut down. I don't race anymore. I'm done. I don't want to race anymore. And she say, oh, Andre, but you don't want to continue? No, done. I got the pictures. Thank you. Yeah, no, I don't have anything else.
I like YouTubing.
No, it is good. I
think it's
watch
fun,
some
yeah.
guys on the YouTube. Some guys are really boring.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
gonna be
of
check
course.
you there and see what you have there.
Oh, fair enough.
Some guys really boring me. I don't like long videos.
Well, this might be a long video.
No, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
but
this might be a long.
But I say I like the guy that really give their information because everybody has access to everything today.
No, I don't like the people that sit there and like read off specifications.
Right.
Like, I don't need that.
You know, and I like to people then really, because you see, I did a blogger event 2 years ago with Bridgestone.
Okay.
And a lot of people sometimes just decide to do this because they say, oh, this is pretty cool, I'm going to be doing. But for me, the guy that give opinion about the car, he has to be a driver. You know, like not like a race car driver, but a guy that I really know about cars, that have a chance to go to the racetrack and do some track days.
Yeah.
Because a lot of car companies, we do a lot of stuff like fun stuff with, you know, we go with a racetrack and the people has opportunity to drive. And that's for me, you know, because I know that right away.
So what you're saying is you wouldn't take advice about a Ranger from some Yahoo like me.
But I know if it's a Yahoo right away.
Okay.
Just the way they talk. I say, I'm not going to be spending I don't go waste my time listening to the Yahoo.
I don't listen to that guy.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, but you know, because I grew up in cars. You know, my family has a Volkswagen dealerships in Brazil, so that's the only thing I did in my entire life is cars. So I got some guys really good, and they make good money on YouTube. I know them.
Oh, I know. Yeah. When you look
I
at
know some guys that make a lot of money.
Some of these bigger YouTubers make 100,000 a month.
Oh yeah, I know. I met some guys. They are really good, but they know what they're talking about.
Sure.
You know. I don't say you don't, but
you can say I don't.
No,
I don't. I'm not a car.
No, but you know a lot about it.
I'm going right here.
Yeah, you go right, and soon you make a right.
We're going right back in that little.
You
thing.
go right, yeah. And between the street, you go right in between. Yeah.
There we go.
I want to see how good you are now.
Now you're gonna see.
There you go. You pass.
If I hit any cones.
Oh, that's a problem.
Well, see, I live in the city, so I'm used to having to get my car in tiny little spaces.
So you a Seattle guy?
Yeah, I'm a Seattle guy. Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, that's good. But you know, I don't know how long you've been doing, but if you get in and the older car manufacturer, they do so many events. Mm-hmm. They invite you to go, and they fly you. And you go to Las Vegas, you go to Laguna Seca, you go to a lot of nice tracks, Austin, Texas, where the Formula 1 races. Yeah. And then you have a chance to drive with pro drivers. And then we do a demo lap, and then you go and drive. So it's kind of like a testing, but you can take it as a school as well because you learn a lot of stuff. Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. Like I said, my YouTube channel doesn't really have anything to do with cars. I just happened to come upon this. I'm like, I don't think anybody has done a Ford Ranger test drive that I know of. Because I've watched a bunch, but none of it has been.
But you know about a little bit. You know about cars. Well, you know,
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and that's good about. But because this market, the market for cars, it is insane.
Oh, of course.
I'm telling you, all those guys that I work over here around, so the guys over there from the Range Rover, those guys from Ford are here, and the people inside, so I know a lot of, because you can do a lot of stuff. I work in the auto shows, I work in driving school, so it's, you know, it's like the tree has so many different ways, you know.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's good. It's if you do a good job. I'm horrible to do it. First of all, for my accent, people don't understand myself all the time.
I think you're doing pretty good.
But I'm driving. I know about driving. I know about feeling. You know,
driving,
driving's
like medicine. It crosses borders.
And sometimes I work with cars that I don't like it.
Right.
And the people say, listen, what do you think about the car? So listen, it's not for me.
It's not my car. Right?
It's not for me. It's not. But I drove this one they call the hot pepper, and so I drove 2,600 miles in 4 days.
And you like it?
I like it.
I like it too. It feels nice. It feels. I mean, it's got a comfortable driving position.
See, I agree with you.
It's got a comfortable. that engine has that right off the line torque.
I agree with you.
I think this is a little awkward right here. I almost feel like there's kind of like a weird. Maybe I'm only like 5'8", so but I feel like I'm like stretching out here for this.
Yeah.
But I like it a lot more than a Tacoma, and I've actually never driven a Colorado just because.
Yeah, I never drove with the Colorado.
I don't like GM vehicles.
I did an event one time that we have with the Colorado. I drove it for a little. I launched the new 2015. I launched the new Honda Ridgeline.
I used to have a Ridgeline.
The new one?
The old one.
The old one.
The old one, yeah.
And that's a very nice truck.
Yeah, it got totaled.
And
it got totaled. That's when I bought my Volvo. But I liked everything about it. I thought it was quite underpowered.
Yes, yes.
It
And that's
was.
how I thought about this one before I drove, and I say, I think it's gonna be a little bit.
I thought the
overpowered."
same. I thought the same thing.
But it is pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was like, well, I know they can get a lot of power out of 2.3 liters if it's properly turbocharged. And then I saw the figures, 270 horsepower. I was like, that's a little light. That's a little light.
Yeah.
But
See, you know.
Yeah.
See, I can listen to you in YouTube.
Yeah.
Because you understand about it, and when you drove, and you have your opinion right away. So everything you say, I agree with you.
appreciate it. Sounds
Yeah.
like I'm expert endorsed.
Yeah. Hey, everybody has their specialties. Yeah.
And this is not my.
Yeah.
This guy is like, dude, what the hell?
No, we just stay. Yeah. We just get here. Okay. All right.
This is the less friendly Ford employee here.
Yeah.
Pull up.
No, he's good. Yeah. I'm gonna get a new one.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you guys hadn't left yet or.
No, we just get here.
We're getting there.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to rush you.
You just did it.
Okay, Andre, I think we're about done.
Nice
here,
to
right?
meet you.
Nice to meet So overall, my experience with test driving the 2019 Ford Ranger was pretty positive. You know, obviously I'm no Casey Neistat level vlogger here, and this was a pretty impromptu thing. I really had no intention of making a video today or anything like that, but I saw the opportunity arise. I had yet to see an actual non-Ford employee drive one of these, so hopefully somebody on here found it at least a little bit useful. If you did, go ahead and hit that like, share, or subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated, and we'll see you next time.